Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to, sorry, I got distracted by the starting lineups. Welcome to the Breslin Center, where tonight Michigan State will host your Iowa Hawkeyes in a Big Ten clash of volleyball squads. As I mentioned, we're getting through the starting lineups here. Have a little bit, I was just looking back at the box score from last meeting when these two teams met in Coralville. Quite a different lineup for the Hawkeyes. And so it'll be a different setup there. And then Michigan State has also made a couple of changes, doing things just a little bit different at this point. Look fairly similar, but we'll have some differences. Again, welcome to the Breslin Center. I'm John Evans. Michigan State comes into the match tonight 15-9, 7-6 in conference. Probably not according to them, but overachieving a little bit. Iowa comes in struggling a little bit, battling injuries, 8-17 overall, looking for that first conference win. And as we looked at the starting lineups for Iowa, you'll have Natalie Morovic, Delaney McSweeney, Caitlin Butner, Anna Davis, Gabby Deary, and Bailey Ortega, with Harley Cole as your libero. For Michigan State, you'll have Karolina Staniszewska, Susanna Kulig, Evie Duzema, Taylor Hold'em, Amani MacArthur, and Julia Bishop. Your libero for Michigan State, Nalani Yosia, and she was everywhere in that Coralville matchup as she had 27 digs. Taylor Hold'em led Michigan State with 22 kills. Grace Kelly had 19. Michigan State won the match in 4, but it was a close match. 17 lead changes and 35 tie scores through the whole match, other than the second set, which Michigan State dominated. It was 25-23. Iowa won the first, 30-28. Michigan State won the third, and 25-23. They ended up cleaning up the match. Iowa ran a 5-1 that night. Been running 6-2 or 5-2, depends on the modification here in recent time. And again, you had Caitlin Butner led the Hawks with 12 kills, Delaney McSweeney with 11, Natalie Morovic with 10. Those names will all be the same as they'll all play today, but Audrey Black played a significant role. She won't play tonight. You had Kaya Mateo, who didn't play much. She should play tonight in the 5-2 setup. Gabby Deary didn't play a lot. She'll fill in for Audrey Black. Harley Cole filling in for Sydney Dennis, who had 15 digs. So a little bit different setup tonight, as the Hawks look to find that win. Bailey Ortega will get us started here. She floats it over. Good pass. Bishop pushes it, middle attack. That one goes off of Ortega and give MacArthur the kill. Hold'em will go back to serve. The fantastic freshman from New Zealand. Big high toss, big high swing. Overpass. Ball goes to the outside. Big swing off the block. MacArthur comes onto the Hawkeye side and tips it over. Boy, I don't know how that wasn't an attack on the Iowa side of the net. Quick 2-0 for Michigan State. Hold'em, good serve. Morovic right at the net. Ortega, slide. Deary Yosia gets the early dig. Bishop's right side, tipped over. Buettner, great play. McSweeney whiffs at it, scores. It's amazing how many times that works for a middle. Just kind of flips off the fingers and goes over top of the block and then finds the campfire. Hawks with their first point on the McSweeney kill. Buettner right down the line. Yosia takes it. Bishop has to chase it down, push it to the outside. Sharp cut swing there. That was Stanishevska, puts it in the net, tied at 2. Buettner fires it at Stanishevska. Goes right side this time. Big swing, finds the seam there. Duzema with the kill. She was quiet in Coralville. 3 kills, 3 errors. Yosia now to serve. 3-2 Michigan State here in the early going. Floats it at Buettner. Good ball to Ortega. Right side Deary. Off the block, out of bounds. Gabby had a good night last night, led the Hawks in kills. Good to see her back playing effectively. Cole knocks that over. Stanishevska sails it long. No touch called. Neither line judge called the touch. It was called by the up ref. Maizinga's in. She'll set and serve. Knocks it over at Morovic. Bad pass. Deary has to platform it all the way across. Good ball. Morovic off the block. Buettner covers. Ortega behind her to Deary. Off the block. Back onto the Hawkeye side. All the way across to Morovic. Back onto the Hawkeye side. Ortega. Back to Morovic again, but that's a bad set. Good cover by Cole. Deary tried to go over the block and missed. Great defense from Michigan State. 5-3. Maizinga fires it over. Buettner, better pass. Ortega, middle to Davis. Dug up. Yosia, good ball. Stanishevska's block, covered. Hawks just tip it over, though. Kind of a wasted tip. Right side swing coming. Catches the sideline. Great swing there from, that was Moore. And she had 11 kills. She was unstoppable. 11 kills, just 2 errors. Hit 290. In that matchup in Coralville. 6-3. Buettner overpass. Stanishevska drills it home into the 5 spot. And Coach Barnes has seen enough here in the early going. He will quickly call timeout. 7-3 Michigan State. Hawkeye Hoops returns to the Heartland. Tony Perkins leads the Hawks onto the big stage of Carver Hawkeye Arena. Coach McCaffrey brings back 3 starters and welcomes an array of instant impact playmakers. Plan your trip to Carver. Visit HawkeyeSports.com or call 1-800-IA-HAWKS. All Michigan State here in the early going. Stat feed is slightly broken, and I am sitting up in the crow's nest again, kind of above the end zone here. So not likely that anybody's going to bring me a stat pack to keep up. We'll see if I can find the stat broadcast somewhere. But so far, again, for Iowa, it's pretty simple. It comes down to passing. Need to make that first pass. And then even on the second one, there were some times there where you had, in that long rally that Iowa lost, Bailey Ortega was getting some tough balls, but then the ball placement was just a little off. And the outside hitters weren't able to really take a rip at it. And boy, in the Big Ten, if you're not able to take aggressive swings, you're just not going to get very far along. We come back out of the timeout. Mazinga fires it over. Buettner diving play. Ortega good ball. Davis has to just chop it over, but boy, and that was a scouting report play right there. The Hawks talked about running that slide and hitting that sharp cross all the way back into the deep one corner. And Davis didn't hit it hard, but really made the setter play defense. She gets the point. Hawks stop the run, 7-4. Gabby Deary back to serve. Deary knocks it down the line. Good ball from Hold'em though. Middle attack, and that's a kill. Kulig gets the kill. Amanda Darling will come in for Gabby Deary. That was another scouting report thing. When Mazinga's in for setting, she will force feed the middle. Hawks will have to be ready for that. Stanishevska to serve. Strong serve. Good platform out to Morovic. She just rolls it over though, and too easy for Yosia. Hold'em off the block. Cole. Mateo. Back row. Good dig though on the Buettner attempt. Hold'em off the net. Through the block. Diving play from Darling. Mateo tries to push. Lost the push to two Michigan State players, and it's 9-4. Darling, Cole, and Buettner to receive the Stanishevska serve. Long. Service error makes it 9-5. That was another piece of the game Iowa did win in the match in Coralville. 4 aces, but 14 service errors for Michigan State. Iowa had 6 aces and 9 errors. Natalie Morovic to fire. Teams trade service errors as she puts it in the net. Iowa football team came away with a win at Wrigley Field, 10-7 on a Drew Stevens 52-yard field goal. We're 10-5 here. Buettner, good ball to Mateo. Slide to Davis. Right down the line, into the crowd. Davis has her second kill. She'll head to the service line. Cole heads to the bench for a quick breather, and Delaney McSweeney comes in. Davis, good serve. Good pass, though. Ball goes middle. Blocked by McSweeney. McSweeney blocks MacArthur. Set timing wasn't very good there, and MacArthur had to tip. McSweeney was all over it on the cutback. 10-7 now. Anna Davis hops forward, hits the floater. Yosia comes running in. Ball goes to the right side. Moore off the block, scores. Tooled it off the Buettner block. 11-7. Julia Bishop comes back in. She'll set and serve. She's gets all the way at the back end of the court. Darling, good ball. Mateo, slide to McSweeney. Right down the line. Oh, actually outside the antenna. Not down the line. That explains why Yosia couldn't dive and get it. 12-7. And Bishop is 20 feet beyond the baseline. Knocks that one a little flatter. Darling, good pass to Mateo. Mateo goes up, wins the joust on Hold'em. Deary will come back in now for Darling. 12-8. Kaya Mateo now to serve. Mateo hops it forward, fires it right down. Good ball. Bishop pushes it all the way outside to Hold'em, and she just tools the block and scores. Ortega in for Mateo. Hold him in the big jump serve, back to the service line. Hold'em caught McSweeney just not pressing there. Big serve. More of it. Great pass to great one-handed dig. MacArthur pushes it over, uses Ortega. Cole. Buettner inside the floor. Yosia's there easy. McSweeney's there. Yosia overpassed it, and McSweeney goes up and hammers it home. 13-9. Hawks are going to have to find a way to string some points together here. Buettner right down the line. Good pass. Middle attack. Drilled home by MacArthur. 14-9. That'll send Yosia back to the service line again. Good floating serve at Buettner. Ortega off the net, outside Morovic. Outside the antenna. Yosia fifth in the conference in digs per set at 4.11. Fourth in total digs. And we witnessed that in Coralville. Puts a hard serve at Buettner. Ortega, middle to McSweeney. Good dig from Hold'em. Bishop pushes it right side. Smashed home that time by Duzema. And Coach Barnes will use his second timeout with Michigan State leading 16-9. Tough start here for the Hawkeyes so far. Just again, struggling to run good, consistent offense. And the scouting report was, don't hit it at Yosia. Either hit sharp cross or hit high line, but if you hit it to the 5 spot, she's going to dig it all day, and that's pretty much what she's done so far. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Pretty cool setup here at the Breslin Center. The upper deck has curtains that ring around, and so you've got these black curtains up above, and you wouldn't even really recognize that there's supposed to be, or that there are seats up there. And so then the lower bowl is just good action and a good-sized venue here for Michigan State volleyball. Tough draw today as Michigan State played Nebraska in football at noon. And so when we were here for serve and pass this afternoon, we got in just right around the third quarter, and early fourth quarter was when we left to try to get out and beat traffic. But I'm sure that people ended up heading back home and didn't really hang around, as the timing wasn't fantastic for Michigan State fans to stay around that long. And now Yosia back to serve. Michigan State leads 16-9 here in the first set. Big high spin, she comes forward. Goes at Buettner again. Bad pass off the net. Deary from the right off the block. Yosia diving one-handed play, punches it to the Hawkeye side. Cole. Ortega pushes it tight again. Bishop diving play. McSweeney tries to dunk it down. Bishop gets up. Duzema tips. Uses Ortega. Cole. Good high ball inside the floor, but right at Yosia. Back row. Hold'em. Catches the corner as Cole ducked out of the way. Hawkeye hitters are going to have to try something different, no matter how uncomfortable it is. If they keep hitting it into that 5 spot, it's going to be a short night, as Yosia is going to just keep throwing dimes up there. She comes forward to serve again. Buettner, good ball to Ortega, middle to McSweeney, off the block. Bishop one-handed. Yosia steps in. Stanishevska. Hawks are in the net before the block even occurred. as Deary must have jumped as she tried to jump up, hit the net. And Michigan State's doubled up the Hawks 18-9. Yosia again. Buettner, bad pass. Ortega gets it in the air. Deary from off the court has to tip. Bishop through traffic. Stanishevska dug by Buettner. Good ball from Deary. Morovic chops it and actually scores. She hit it into the 6th spot that time, and Yosia couldn't get there with one hand. That's just it. You don't have to be powerful, but boy, you're going to have to locate better. Cole floats it over. Bishop, tight ball. Stanishevska drills it through. Mazinga checks back in. That'll also bring in more. Mazinga punches it right at Buettner. Cole has to step in, platforms it all the way out. Morovic into the net. Looked like that time she tried to come cross-body and do something a little different. The other thing, if you need to tip one, tip it into the 3 spot, maybe the 4 spot. Keep it tight to the net. Mazinga, Morovic, overpass. Ortega tried to keep it on the Hawkeye side, but called as a back row setter. It's 20-10. Morovic, another overpass. Oh, that one I thought that one looked more on the Hawkeye side still, but was not called that way. 22-10 now. Mazinga has an interesting, she doesn't hit it hard, but she's got a short arm. If you're playing baseball, she just gets that arm right by her ear and just punches it over. It's a nice knuckleball. Ortega slide to Davis off the block. It falls back on the Hawkeye side. Things have just fallen apart quickly here for the Hawks. 23-10 here in the first set. Bad pass from Buettner. Ortega out to Morovic. Goes right at Yosia. Easy dig. Mazinga from the middle of the floor. Hold'em back row. Ortega. Hawks actually punch it over, but Deary's third contact goes out of bounds. And it is quickly set point here. As the scoreboard shows Michigan State hitting .562. And that wouldn't surprise me a bit. Mazinga at Buettner. Good ball to Ortega. Outside of Morovic through the block. One-handed play from Yosia, but not controlled. Hawks save one. Gabby Deary gets the green light, fires it into the net. Boy, what a set. 25-11, Michigan State just imposes their will on the Hawks. Hawks taking an extra long team huddle right now. And again, we've talked about this a number of times this season with my buddy Reagan Coyle back in the Coralville Extreme Arena broadcast, but somebody's got to step up and say this isn't who we want to be. You can't always control how things go, but you can control the effort level, and we'll see what the Hawkeyes come back with. In set two, Michigan State rolls through set one. We will be back. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn. To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to the Breslin Center on the campus of Michigan State University. I'm John Evans. Well, we've had a world of technology issues here in Michigan. Last night in the Cliff Keen Arena, I couldn't keep connection. I was choppy and couldn't find the internet access. Now tonight, I have better internet access, and we have stats that show 15-9, Michigan State leading in the first set. So we've got that to go for us. But frankly, I guess at this point, if you're Hawkeye fans, there's not a whole lot to talk about with the stat numbers there in set one. And so again, it'll be how does this Hawkeye team respond? You've got Michelle Urquhart in street clothes. You've got a couple other players who are banged up and not quite ready to go, and so it's just been a challenge to try to keep attitude pointing forward. But the team's done a great job with that. You know, we should call it the dog days of November, especially for a team that's maybe struggling a little bit. You've got to find your way. Was counting Julia Bishop's steps there. She stepped behind the service line. She's about 7 steps behind the line, so we're going to call those a yard. She's 20 to slightly 20 plus feet away from the service line. She just stands back now and pops it over. More of it. Good ball to Ortega. Slide to Deary. Down the line, touched and scores. Hawks have their first lead, 1-0. Caitlin Butner fires it over. Good drop serve. Bishop has to platform. That ball's tight. Hold'em finds the seam, though. Butner a little gimpy getting up from that. Taylor Hold'em now back to serve. I saw her and Rosa Vesti together after the match in Coralville. Off the tape. Good play there from Deary. No touch called on the Morovic swing, and she misses long. Heads up play from Deary to get that ball up. But boy, created a lot of traffic. Great job there from Michigan State then to take Iowa out of offense. Morovic missed high hands. 2-1 Michigan State. Cole off the net. Ortega behind Morovic. Tries to go sharp cross that time and missed. So at least that time she tried the other angle. Needs to shake it off now. She's doing exactly what she needs to do. She just needs to now be more effective at it. Easy for me to say sitting up here above the court. 3-1, hold 'em. Cole, really good ball to Ortega. McSweeney scores. There was a good sharp angle from McSweeney. Hit it kind of in the 4-5 seam in front of a diving Yosia. Michigan State floor crew takes this seriously. Every point running out there. Harley Cole now. Fires it down the line. Stanishevsko, not a great pass. She'll have to play it from off the court. Ortega takes it. Cole steps in. Platforms behind her to Morovic. It's tight. Pushes it off hands. Buechner covers. Ortega behind her to Deary. Left it in the net. Hawks with 3 hitting errors. Michigan State with no blocks in this set. 4-2. Yosia takes her time back behind the service line. Now hops forward. Fires it down the line. Morovic off the net. Ortega back set to Deary. Running tip. Yosia's there. No. Down ref said she was not there. You kind of feel like she could be. Doesn't surprise you when one of those comes up, that's for sure. Gabby Deary to serve. 4-3 Michigan State here in the second. Deary hits it in the net. 5-3. Back-to-back net serves for Gabby. Couple subs coming in for Michigan State, and Amanda Darling coming in for Gabby Deary. Zinga and her short approach. Sails it long. Hawks catch a break. 5-4. Natalie Morovic to serve for the Hawks. Nat hops forward, fires it. Good serve into the 5 spot. Hold'em, great pass though. Outside Moore. Boy, Harley Cole pulls out of the way, and that's just a perfect ball in the corner. She's got to make that dig. She's in the perfect place to play it and just misjudges whether that's in or out. That ball didn't even hit the line. It bounced well inside the line. And Stanishevska now to serve. 6-4 Michigan State. Darling, bad pass. That'll be an ace. Mateo couldn't chase it down. 7-4. Stanishevska sails that one long. So an ace and an error help out the Hawks. 7-5. Actually doesn't help the Hawks much, but doesn't hurt the Hawks much. Anna Davis back to serve. Delaney McSweeney heads to the front row. Good play by Yosia, just tipped over. Davis takes it. Mateo. Buechner was too tight. Hold'em digs it up. Back set Moore. I think the Hawks are going to get a block for that, but I didn't think it ever got over the net. But give the block to Buechner and McSweeney. I was just thinking, I wonder what the side out percentage is for Michigan State. It is high, I know that. But the Hawks are able to score back-to-back points there. Buechner, long ball. Stanishevska pushed it outside to Hold'em, tips it off the block and scores. Tooled it off the Mateo block. Kulig now back to serve. (8-6) Michigan State. Kulig fires it over at Buechner. She hits it into the crowd. Oh, Great hustle play by Amanda Darling. Takes out a seat. Fortunately, there were no Spartan supporters in that one. 9-6. Kulig again. Another bad pass from the Hawks. Buettner inside the court. Uses up Myzinga. Outside to Hold'em. Oh, the Hawks touch it and Cole bailed out of the way again. The ball was definitely out, but the ball was also definitely touched. 10-6. Kulig. Buettner, bad pass. Mateo. Buettner tips it over. Uses Staniszewska, right side, Moore. Block, back on the Michigan State side. Staniszewska, good ball out to Hold'em. And the Hawks don't press the, actually the ball just got hit into the net. Actually, that's what I thought. Hawks didn't press the block. That ball came down on the Iowa side. Well, no. We've got a discussion now between the down ref and Coach Leah Johnson. The up ref and the down ref are talking through their headsets. Coach Johnson standing by the challenge card, so if this doesn't go her way, she's going to grab it. She has already grabbed it. I'm too far away from the court. I can't actually see which side the ball came down on. It looked to me like Iowa drug it down on their side. But I can't tell you for sure. Old eyes and all of that. And Coach Johnson will use her challenge. Each team gets 2 challenges. You can challenge an array of different things. If you're correct in your challenge, you get to keep it. If not, you lose it. If we get to a 5th set, you get an extra one if you've lost one along the way. I'm not quite sure what we could, other than if everybody just missed that, which side of the net it came down on. Otherwise, I can't imagine what the actual challenge is here. We're seeing the replay now. Yeah, that ball gets drugged down on the Hawkeye side, so I'm not sure what we're pondering here. Yeah, that ball's down on the Iowa side. (11-6) Michigan State leads. The scoreboard kind of knew it all along. Kulig to fire again. Hawks need a pass desperately. Off the tape, Buettner. Mateo pushes it outside to McSweeney. She scores. Went sharp cross off Kulig. Gabby Deary comes back in. Amanda Darling heads to the bench. Kaya Mateo to serve for the Hawks. Good pass from Moore. Outside Hold'em, high off the block. Moravec, good ball to Mateo. Outside, Buettner has to tip. Uses Myzinga. Hold'em inside the court, off the block. Mateo. Cole goes outside to Buettner, sets her feet, swings, but easy dig there for Staniszewska. Outside to Hold'em, through the block and scores. Ortega in for Mateo. That's one of the things when you look at the stat sheet from last night. See if I can get it pulled up here real quick and see if they actually have it on there. Michigan State to serve. Julia Bishop way behind the service line again. Pops it over. Cole. Good ball to Ortega. McSweeney has to just tip. Bishop takes it. Hold him inside the floor. Goes, still cuts it inside the Hawkeye block and scores. It's 13-7. Now last night, Iowa hit 404 off Bailey Ortega sets, hit 257. I'm sorry. Ortega to Deary. Good sharp cross. Bishop can't get the dig. Iowa converted 40% of Ortega's sets. Converted 26% of Mateo's sets. Just had a little bit of trouble with ball placement there, and seeing some of that again tonight. Butner comes forward, fires it over. Staniszewska, decent ball to Bishop, outside to Hold'em. Good dig from Cole. Ortega dumps, but punched right back over. Cole, Ortega, Deary. Scores. Boy, they almost got a kick save and a kick save. As Staniszewska kicked it, Yosia kicked it, and MacArthur then punched it into the net. 13-9. MacArthur plays it. Right side slide. Big cut shot there from Duzema. It's a good serve from Butner. Made the middle play it, but the middle did a nice job with the pass. Hold'em. Butner, good ball. Ortega, McSweeney scores. Good kill from Dill. Good first pass there on the jump serve. But can the Hawks string points together? Harley Cole knocks it down the line. Staniszewska, good ball. Right side, Duzema tips. And nobody's there for the Hawks. Did not realize we were on Big Ten Network. And we will have a timeout here as we reach 15:10, so we'll have the media timeout. Hawkeye fans, you can drive your team to a win this season by filling up with Unleaded 88 with quick rewards at any Quick Start location. Fill up with 8 gallons or more of Unleaded 88 and you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win great prize packs throughout the season. Quick Start, proud partner of Hawkeye Volleyball. John Evans here in the Breslin Center. Michigan State took set 1. I'd love to tell you exactly what the score is, but I couldn't. It was 25 to something, not very many for the Hawkeyes. 15-10 here in the second. As the scoreboard still stuck on 15-9 in the first set. Looking around the Big Ten, Ohio State and Indiana in action. Ohio State took the first, 25-22. Indiana leads the second, 12-10. Later on tonight, Illinois takes on Wisconsin. Don't know if you had a chance last night to catch the Nebraska reverse sweep of Penn State at Rec Hall, but boy, what a match that was. As Penn State took the first 2, Nebraska showed a lot of effort and won big in the third, and then, boy, 2 really good sets of volleyball in 4 and 5. And what a great atmosphere that was last night in Rec Hall. Coming out of the timeout, Yosia will serve for Michigan State, 15-10. Yosia hops forward, fires it over down the line at Cole. Ortega has to platform. More of it gets a swing through the block and scores. Love the aggressiveness there. She just ripped at that one. Good ball from Bailey. Put it up. Gave her an opportunity to get into her approach. Timing was good. Gabby Deary to serve. Good ball on that one, but a good pass from Hold'em. Right side, Duzema, sharp cross again. The Anna Davis block was late, and Duzema drills it home, 16-11. Deary goes out, Darling comes in. Myzinga to serve. Punches it at Cole, bad pass. Darling, big high ball inside the court. Morovic just misses. I like the idea. She had to take something off of it, so she picked a different spot. Really hit it in the 4-5 seam, almost right at the 10-foot line, but just missed. Had just a couple inches too much juice on it. Punched over at Darling. Another bad pass. Mateo platforms it to Morovic. High off the block, stepped in by Myzinga. Yosia, back set. Stanishevska, dug by Morovic. Mateo, back row Buettner. Not dug into the crowd. Myzinga was there, but went off her platform. Lady in the front row saying how she should have played it. She could have helped, stood up, used hands, pushed the ball back on the court. 17-12. Natalie Morovic to serve. Nat fires it long. (18-12). Stanishevska back to serve. Big high toss, big swing into the net. Can Anna Davis start the run for the Hawks? Dell back into the front row. Harley Cole takes a quick break. Good serve from Davis. Tipped over. Davis with the dig. Mateo outside Buettner. Kind of whiffed at it. Yosia steps in. That ball's tight to Moore. Dug by Mateo. Darling with nobody to back swing at it. Morovic from the back. Yosia steps in. Myzinga. Stanishevska dug by Morovic. Mateo tries to dump. Dug by Hold'em. Blocked. Caitlin Buettner blocks Aaliyah Moore. It's 18-14. Anna Davis sailed. Oh, good ball there. Outside to Hold'em. Hits it into that, right in the 5 spot again. Iowa's got a little bit of a shift on. Darling tried to get there with one hand, couldn't do it. 19-14. Zuzana Kulik back to serve. She comes forward and fires it. Cole, good pass to Mateo. Slide to McSweeney off the block. One-handed play from Stanishevska, but just over her outstretched hand. Couldn't control it. 19-15. It's kind of got that now or never feel to it for the Hawks. Mateo comes forward, fires it long. They're decent serves. They're not missing by much, but boy, you're not going to mount a comeback this way, but you're also not going to mount a comeback by just sending over free ball serves that Michigan State can run 3 hitters at you. So just need to execute better. Bishop, 20-15, knocks it over. Cole, overpass, but onto the Michigan State side. MacArthur off the tape uses Ortega. Cole, Deary coming over her head, just rolls it. Collision there. Bishop pushes it outside to Hold'em. Tips. Ortega one hand. Cole gets it in the air. Buettner from off the net. Down balls it. Yosia easy platform. Bishop middle. MacArthur just slam dunks it. And again, that's another one of those scouting report things that She loves that little cutback move. McSweeney goes up right with her, and MacArthur just moves it around her. 21-15. Cole steps in. Ortega. Slide to Deary. Off the block, out of bounds. (21-16). Buettner. Stanishevska. Middle attack off the tape, one-handed. Good play from Deary. Moravec tips. Moravec covers. Ortega goes to nobody. Good strong push, though. Uses Bishop. Back set from Yosia. Blocked, and that stayed in. Deary and McSweeney block Hold'em. 21-17. Buettner down the line. Hold'em, good ball. Bishop, slide. Tipped. Dug by Deary. Ortega outside Moravec. Good sharp cut and scores. 21-18. Coach Johnson claps her hands. Looked at the down ref, but she'll give her team one more point. Buettner, short hop. Good serve. That's an ace. Stanishevska couldn't get the ball up. It's 21-19, and that will draw the timeout. That'll draw the timeout from Coach Leah Johnson. 21-19, Iowa still trails here in set two, but sneaking just a bit closer. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City-Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes break the huddle. A good run here has got them back to within two. 21-19 now. Stat feed is still down. I'd love to be able to, at this point, give you some read on the action of what's been going on. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning fuel for our vehicles. Thank you, Iowa's corn farmers. Buettner fires it over. Stanishevska shanks it. Yosia chases it down. Stanishevska platforms it over. Deary takes it. Ortega back to Deary. Open net. She scores. 21-20. Hawks were able to do this a little bit last night. Couldn't get all the way back. Buettner uses Stanishevska again. Middle to MacArthur. Blocked on the Hawkeye side. 22-20. And this will be a big one right here. Taylor Hold'em back to serve. Big, aggressive jump serve. Goes at Cole. Good ball to Ortega. One hand. McSweeney bounces it off Yosia shin and scores. (22-21). Michigan State still leads. Harley Cole to serve. Knocks it over. Good ball that time. Middle to MacArthur. And she hits it right into the sixth spot between Cole and Buettner, 23-21. Yosia will try to close it out for Michigan State. Runs forward, knocks it over. Cole, good ball to Ortega. Back set to Deary. Good dig. Outside, Stanishevska off the block, back to the Michigan State side. Right side swing, tipped up and scores. 24-21, Duzema gives Michigan State set point. Timeout, Coach Barnes, as he uses his first timeout. And Michigan State fans come to their feet. And try to clap it out. 24-21, Michigan State leads. Lead the match 1-0. Iowa's been able to put pressure on from the service line. Caitlin Buettner did a great job. Really went right after Stanishevska, who had a hard time passing. All of a sudden, Michigan State was out of system. Iowa did a good job taking advantage of that, crawled back in the set, but couldn't get all the way back. Got to 21-20. And now we sit at 24-21. And Iowa will need to put a little bit of a run together here to avoid falling into a 2-0 hole. So we come out of the timeout. Yosia. Come over in the 5-6 seam, right in front of her bench. Spins it, holds it in front of her. Now she comes forward. Good float serve at Cole. Bad pass. Boy, and they call it again. Ortega goes up with one hand, tries to pull it back onto the Hawkeye side. Coach Barnes argues his case again, but the up ref just holds his hands over the net, says it's fair game for both teams. And that overpass cost the Hawkeyes the set as Michigan State takes the second, 25-21. We will take an extended timeout now. Michigan State on top, 2-0. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
Welcome back to the Breslin Center here on Michigan State University campus. Again, just a beautiful building. Michigan State leads Iowa 2-0. I'm John Evans. You don't know how much you miss statistics until you don't have any. Scoreboard in the middle of the overhead scoreboard right over top of center court shows the 2-0 correctly and shows the game score correctly as it rolls through. But it's stuck on 15-9 and has limited, only has actually 4 Michigan State players listed on there. The scoreboards in the end zones are stuck on 15-9 in the first set. So a really interesting stat freeze. So as much as I'd love to give you the latest and greatest through 2 sets, anything I tell you, I would strictly be making up, and I'm not usually above that, but in this case, I'll at least be open about it. The important part will be, Iowa showed some punch, showed a little bit of zip there in the second set, fought back from a big deficit, got back to within 1. But just couldn't come all the way back. But a good fight really after not a great first set. And so good response. Now see if they can have a slightly better response this time. Maybe pull out a set here and see if they can just keep adding it up. So Rosa Vesti will come in for Anna Davis. No, actually Anna Davis is going to play the right side. Rosa Vesti will come in, play the middle. Gabby Deary will have a seat. Ortega gets us going. Yosia steps in and takes it. Ball goes to Hold'em, and she catches the line. She went sharp cross there, kind of a 4-5 seam. They ran her right kind of through the middle that time. A little bit different approach and attack for her. 1-0 Spartans. Good pass from Morovic. Ortega, Davis slide. McSweeney covers. Ortega, Davis, Yosia with the dig. Good push, good cover from Cole. Davis again on the slide. Yosia's again there. Back row Hold'em. Oh. Ball looked out, but I'm a long ways away. 2-0 Michigan State. Hold'em hits it in the net, 2-1 now Michigan State. The Caitlin Buettner service run got the Hawks back in it in set 2. See if she can get the Hawks onto a good foot here in set 3. Yosia, bad pass. Bishop platforms it. Dug up by Ortega. Cole, good ball to Morovic. She tried to go sharp cross as the ball came over her shoulder and missed wide. 3-1 Michigan State. Yosia with a couple low dribbles and a spin on her left hand. Now comes forward and fires it right down the line. Buettner, good ball to Ortega. McSweeney blocked. Hawks cover. Cole puts it over. Yosia, Bishop, middle kill there. That was Kulig. She's been fairly quiet in the offense. Had a great night so far from the service line. 4-1 Michigan State. Yosia. Buettner. Ortega gets down low. Davis. Dug by Yosia. Tipped over by Kulig. Good ball out to Morovic. Good sharp cross. Stanishevska. Back row Hold'em off the tape. Dug by Davis. Ortega. Boy, that ball's tight, but a good swing. Bishop. Yosia, good ball outside, tipped, covered by Davis again. Ortega, Morovic, blocked, covered by Cole, Buettner, Morovic. One-handed from Yosia, but she set it up right on top of the net for McSweeney, who goes up and just two-hand tips it down, 4-2. Vesti comes in. McSweeney to the bench, Harley Cole to serve. Knocks it right down the line. Stanishevska, bad pass. A lot of traffic. Stanishevska's blocked, but she's covered. Right side now, Duzema. Through the Vesti block and scores. 5-2, Michigan State. Myzinga to serve. Good ball. Ortega slide to Davis. Sharp cross and that'll score. She beats Myzinga. And again, that's a scouting report swing. So the Hawks are going to switch and they're going to go 6-2. That's the difference. Deary will come into the front row for Ortega. Mateo will come into the back row for Davis. Mateo to serve. That'll give the Hawks 3 hitters at all times. Good serve from Mateo. Stanishevska, good pass. Duzema, good dig by Cole. Mateo outside Morovic. Off the block, Deary's there, but a bad pass. Mateo gives it back to Deary. High off the block, easy dig. Hold'em puts it up high. Duzema whiffs. Deary gets it in the air. Mateo inside to Morovic. Easy dig for Yosia. Outside, tipped over by Moore. That ball never got over the net. Moore tried to go soft. Went a little too soft. 5-4 Michigan State. Mateo hops forward and fires it down the line. Moore, good pass. Outside to Moore. Cole can't quite get it as the ball ricocheted over her head. 6-4 Spartans. Stanishevska now back to serve. Cole, good ball to Mateo. Outside Morovic. Off the block and scores. Good swing for Nat. Use the hand. 6-5. Morovic will head back to the service line. Matt's been on a couple of good runs from the line for the Hawks. Let's see her start one right now. Good serve. Ace serve. Tied at 6. Morovic aces Yosia. Morovic pops it on her hand a couple times, comes forward, same spot, better result for Yosia. Outside to Hold'em, rolls it over, blocked. The ball's up and over. Good cover from Michigan State. Middle to Vesti. Boy, that ball's too low, but Hawks catch a break. Vesti punches it through the block and take the first lead here in the third set. Now lead 7-6. Morovic, another good serve. Stanishevska, tough pass. Outside to Hold'em. Cole's there. Good dig. Mateo. Behind her to Deary. Catches the line. Rolled it off the tape. Finds the line and scores. 8-6 Hawks. Might be the first 2-point lead of the night, and that will lead to a Michigan State timeout. We will take a short break as well. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
8-6 here in set 3. The Hawks have the lead. Michigan State, though, leads in the match 2-0. Good answer for the Hawks. Has again been in danger a couple different times of not great things happening in this match, but showing some grit, showing a little bit of fight here. And on the floor for the Hawkeyes in the front row, Buettner, Deary, and Vesti. Back row is Morovic, Cole, and Mateo. As Michigan State breaks their huddle, hustles out. And Natalie Morovic will try to build on the Hawkeye lead. Pops it forward, fires it over. Yosia, good pass. Outside, Hold'em. Off the block, but out of bounds. Hit off the antenna. Michigan State stops the bleeding, but Iowa still leads 8-7. Kulig now back to serve. She comes forward and fires it over. Cole diving play. Mateo, good platform out to Buettner. Tries to go down the line. I like the idea, but she missed, and we're tied at 8. Just looking at the Michigan State roster, Hold'em from New Zealand. Kulig, the server from Poland. We'll see what else there is after this serve. Good ball, Cole. Good ball to Mateo. Vesti, dug up by Mazinga. Stanishevska steps in. Moore misses wide. No touch. 9-8. Got Neil Okur, who played in the match in Coralville. She's from Turkey. Selen Ashlayan is also from Turkey. And then Stanishevska's from Poland. That ball catches the back line. Rosa Vesti with the ace. And it's 10-8 Hawks. As Yosia let it go, and it caught the back line. Vesti hops forward, That one might have been out, but Moore played it. Yosia all the way across to Hold'em. That ball's long. It's 11-8 Hawks. All of a sudden the Hawks are rolling them out of system. Coach Johnson will change their serve receive here. Take Moore out of serve receive. Put Hold'em and Stanishevska in. See if Vestia tries to attack that 5-6 seam between Stanishevska and Hold'em. She was, but she hit it in the net instead. It's 11-10 now. I'm sorry, 11-9. They were quick putting the score up. Bishop comes back in. She'll serve. That'll put Duzema into the front row. Bishop pops it over. Morovic. Mateo outside to Buettner. Touched out of bounds. Hawks score 12-9. Couple subs coming in for the Hawks. Ortega comes in for Deary. Davis in for Mateo. Ortega fires it over. Yosia, good pass. Bishop outside, tipped over. Ortega takes it. Cole, good platform to Buettner. Touched out of bounds. Buettner scores. (13-9) Hawks lead. Ortega pops it over. A serve. Duzema backed away from it. She was trying to go into offensive rotation. Bailed out early. 14-9. Coach Johnston's trying to get a timeout. Waving her arms, trying to do everything she can. I suppose maybe instead of kind of secretly whispering, doing the incognito, you'd just step in front and call timeout. But as it stands, 14-9 Hawks. We'll take a quick break. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans back here at the Breslin Center. 14-9. Hawks lead the third. And I think this is the part that that can challenge the Hawkeye fandom. As you know, you see the potential of this team. You see what they can do when they serve well and do smart things. They're able to force Michigan State into issues and taking a good lead here in set 3. But in talking to Coach Jim Barnes, it's just finding that consistency, being able to find that effort point after point. They talked in the pregame scout today about the effort, the desire to not let a ball hit your side of the floor. That willingness to take the extra step for your team and your teammates. Hawkeyes doing that here in set 3. Ortega goes at Stanishevska. Good ball. Middle attack. MacArthur catches the corner. Good spot there on the 1. 14-10. Hold'em to serve. Off the tape. Good ball. Oh, bad pass from Ortega. She has to cover. Cole. Buettner. Blocked. Boy, that started with the first pass from Bailey as she pushed it way outside the court. Buettner had to go up with her left hand, pushed it into the block. Hawks were able to cover, but boy, the double block was just set up right there. 14-11 now. Buettner. It's a good high ball to Ortega. McSweeney has to tip around the block. Couldn't though. MacArthur gets it. Back-to-back blocks for Michigan State. It's 14-12. Boy, you got the good pass off this big jump serve. Another good one from Buettner. McSweeney that time blocked again. I love the idea of trying to get it to Dill, but the block is just sitting right on top of her. Because the ball is right in the pass is high, it's right in the middle of the court, so MacArthur's sitting right on top of it. So when you give it to Dill coming forward, MacArthur doesn't have to do anything other than go up with her. You also like to think maybe you can win that one-on-one battle, but move it around. MacArthur's then not going to be able to get to a pin. You're going to have a seam to hit through. And that's a tough one there as the Hawkeyes go from 14-9 to now 14-13 and get 3 great passes from Buettner on the first ball. Coach Barnes outside of the Hawkeye huddle now talking to Bailey Ortega. I'm sure this is going to be about who you want to go to here. As we're doing the helmet shuffle of who's got the ball beneath the Spartan helmet. Crowd seems to think 2. They were right. The green and white volleyball was under helmet 2. Johnny, tell them what they've won. Michigan State and Iowa come out of the huddle 14-13. Iowa still clinging to the lead. Taylor Hold'em, big high toss, fires it. Moravec, bad pass. Cole has to step in. Out to Buettner, rolls it over. Hold'em's there. Middle attack MacArthur, blocked on the Hawkeye side. It's now 14-all. Hold'em. Cole, good ball to Ortega. Slide to Davis. Dug by Bishop. McSweeney gets the kill on the overpass. Hawks finally stop the run at 5. Caitlin Buettner will head back to the service line. Buettner pops it down the line. Oh, good ball. Actually, she hits the antenna. Duzema with the right side swing hits the antenna. 16-14, Hawks on the hitting error. Spartan fans didn't see the line judges. Buettner floats that one over again. Staniszewska, good ball. MacArthur. Boy, that was easy. And that's that go at a slight angle and just cut it right off the block. She hits that cutback. 16-15, Hawks still lead. Yosia back to serve. Fires it over. Buettner, good ball. Ortega. Davis just chops it over. Behind Duzema, sails it wide. Not a great set there from Bishop. Duzema had to stop, kind of caught it behind her and got too much ball. 17-15, Hawks lead. Vesti back to the front row. Cole now at the service line. Harley comes forward, knocks it down the line. Good ball. Bishop outside. Staniszewska gets the kill on the touch. 17-16. Mazinga and Moore in for the Spartans. I should have kept the alliteration. Mazinga and Moore in for Michigan State. Mazinga short arm punches it over. Buettner, good ball to Ortega. Slide to Davis. Misses wide. Oh boy, needed that one. 17-17. Mazinga knocks it over. Moravec, good ball to Ortega. Slide again to Davis. Dug up by Mazinga. Yosia. Stanishevska catches the back line, and Michigan State's come all the way back, and they lead 18-17. Coach Barnes will go ahead and use his second timeout. 18-17, Michigan State now leads here in the third. The exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion, making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/touchdown. And since we're statless, we'll go ahead and finish up the last one. Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. So what answer does the black and gold have one last time? 18-17, Michigan State now back on top. They lead the match 2-0. As Iowa will try to regroup and recover here in set 3 to force a fourth. Mazinga knocks it over. Buechner, good ball to Ortega. Outside Moravec, through the block and scores. Tied at 18. Deary comes in. Mateo comes in. Davis and Ortega head to the bench. Mateo to serve. Kaya bounces forward. Good strong serve. Stanishevska overpass. Moravec gets the back line. 19-18 Hawks. Mateo down the line. Moore. Tough pass. Blocked. Back on the Michigan State side. Outside again. Moore again. Buechner can't get there. Cole can't get there. Tied at 19. Stanishevska, another aggressive server that the Hawks will need to pass. Buechner, good ball. Nope, Mateo has to platform it. Moravec inside the floor off the block. Yosia steps in and gets it. Mazinga outside. Hold'em, dug by Buechner. Over on the Michigan State side. Uses the setter, Yosia. Hold'em inside the floor. Mateo, good ball. Cole chases it down. Moravec, good ball. Diving play by Yosia. Outside, Hold'em, tips. Buechner one hand. Kaya Mateo swung at that like 3 times and finally I think hit her in the face or the chin area. But unfortunately it was third contact and fell on the Hawkeye side. 20-19 Michigan State. Need a pass. Stanishevska. No, you don't need a pass if she hits it in the net. Tied at 20. Natalie Moravec to serve. Nat with some good low dribbles. Pops it down the line. Stanishevska, great ball. Middle attack blocked. Good cover, but not covered enough. Rosa Vesti, the freshman. What a block. 21-20, Hawks back on top. Neither team with a timeout left will play this to completion. 21-20, Moravec. Hold'em outside behind Hold'em, but what a swing. Boy, that was a great kill from Taylor Hold'em. The ball was well behind her. She just paused, kind of regripped, and just uncoiled. Tied at 21. Kulig now to serve. Cole, Mateo, Buettner. Punched over by MacArthur. Cole gets it. Mateo. Deary off the tape, scores. Boy, the Hawks catch a break there as Deary rolls it through the tape. Lands it over in the 2 spot right along the line. And now Rosavesti will try to extend the Hawkeye lead, 22-21. Stanishevska, bad pass. Myzinga all the way out to Hold'em. Through the block and scores. She does a really nice job on out-of-system balls. Buettner was there. She was actually ready for a tip. The ball came through the block and kind of squirted over her head before she could make a move. Julia Bishop and the big high floating serve coming. Tied at 22. Knocks it over. More of it. Good ball to Mateo. McSweeney's blocked. Boy, you just can't give that ball right there. MacArthur sitting right on top of that. Either McSweeney has to cut it away, or you push that ball to the right side and Deary's going to have a wide open net to swing at. Bishop knocks it over. Buettner, good ball. Mateo outside, and Buettner overcuts it. And all of a sudden it's it's match point for Michigan State. Bishop knocks it over again. More of it, great ball. Mateo goes to Deary. Good dig by Stanishevska. Bishop tipped over. Deary's there. Oh no, Deary's not there. Mateo doesn't chase it down. And that, all of a sudden, in just quick order, is the match. Michigan State completes the sweep, 25-22 here in the third. And in what might be the fastest postgame I've ever had, I don't have any stats to give you. I don't really have any highlights. Coach Barnes isn't going to be able to make it up here to get up to me. So funny enough, I should have taken better notes as it turns out, as to the set scores even. Michigan State completes the sweep. Iowa will come back to Coralville looking for their first Big Ten win. Next week they'll take on Illinois on Friday night, 6 o'clock in Extreme Arena. And then the Sunday afternoon match, 2 o'clock against Northwestern. As Iowa will look to find a way to get that first win. A quick look at the Big Ten. Ohio State took the first 25-23 from Indiana. Indiana bounced back, took the second 29-27. Ohio State in charge in the third, 18-11. Wisconsin took the first set from Illinois. Iowa's opponent Friday night, 25-13. And again, that will do it. We've got 3 Big Ten weekends left in this 2023 season. 3 home matches, 3 road matches. Hope you're able to get out to Extreme Arena and support this team. They work hard. They'd appreciate your support. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. We finished right after the football game, so hopefully you transitioned right over. But thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at it Friday night when Iowa takes on Illinois in Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar. Thanks for listening, and Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.